especially because it's summer where I live. And of course, connecting with you all at the office and with Aurora, and just continuing this journey and finding my special person.
Okay, how are you, Aurora?
I'm great. Today is an excellent day for me.
Okay, so as you can see, Aurora is with a big smile. She said that it's a beautiful day for her, and she's happy. Both are happy because they are together. And I'm gonna start this telling you a little bit about this story. Ashan is someone who came last year on our tour in October 2024. And it was like the first time, the first chapter of this journey looking for love. Because when you make the decision to go on a tour for any of the AFA offices around the world, it's like you are doing your journey and chapter by chapter, because you have to give some steps since the beginning when you decided to go out of your country to meet that is special for your life. But Ashan did it. He made the decision and he said, I don't want to be alone. I want to have my partner. And he came for the tour in Peru in October last year. So he has his own experience about meeting the ladies, attending the social, and he's gonna tell you a little bit how was this experience meeting a group of ladies, and in this group of ladies that he met was Aurora, the one that you can see with me here. Okay, so Ashan, can you tell us how was this process of meeting the ladies?
It was a very interesting process, especially because I previously did a tour in another country before coming here, and it was time to continue my search. So I decided to come to Peru, not only because Latina women are very beautiful and great wives, but I knew absolutely nothing about Peru. I've heard a few things, but it's a real hidden gem. So I came and explored the country, met the women, and just enjoyed the process in finding my future partner.
Yes, and that's important because you decided and you go through the process of meeting the ladies. He not only met one lady or two ladies during the tour. After the tour, in this process, he met several ladies, okay? So which also helped him to make maybe a decision or to go or to focus his attention on any specific lady. Okay, so here is Aurora. And I'm gonna ask Aurora, how was this process meeting Ashan also for you?
My process is great. It's wonderful. I meet a good man. That's it.
Okay, so as you can see for her, okay, she speaks some English, but maybe she's nervous now, but she's saying that she met a good man. That's the feeling, that's what she thinks about Ashan. So do you think he's a good man? What else did you find with him?
Just respect me.
Okay.
He's wonderful. He's a gentleman with me.
Okay. Okay, so I think that she's very clear about what she's saying about that. And those attentions to be respectful, to be a good man, to always try to, so I think that she finds him that he's serious in this search.
Yes.
Okay. But also at the same time, she gave him the space maybe to meet other people. No, you give the space. Tú le has dado también el espacio a él para que él conozca a otras personas, ¿verdad?
Sí.
¿Y por qué tú sentiste que era lo que debías hacer o lo que querías hacer?
Porque es importante para mí que la persona tenga su espacio, tanto él como yo, y poder tener una buena elección después.
Okay, so what she's saying is that she gives him
guys, welcome back to another Monday night webcast. It's good to see you. Today, as always, we're gonna answer all your questions about international dating and marriage. So send in your questions, I'll be happy to answer them. And of course, we do have a poll question for you, which is how do you show appreciation to the woman you love? So again, send in your answers. Also, guys, just want to tell you we have a lot of cool videos for you today. We're gonna have a feature profile for you, so which probably, let's start actually with the feature girl, and then I'm gonna tell you what else we have for you in store. So let's go to that first.
Hello, my name is Gabriela. I'm 24 years old. I live in Barranquilla, Colombia, and I work in human resources for a BPO.
What are your hobbies?
I love playing tennis. I love being active, go to gym every day. What I think my favorite one is playing tennis. I've been playing tennis since I was a kid with my parents and some of my friends. I love traveling and spending time with the people that I love, and I love reading all the time.
What are you looking for in the agency?
I'm looking for someone who is a truthful person, who is kind, who is a gentleman, a successful person, and who loves to enjoy life as too.
Would you be willing to live abroad with a gentleman?
I like living in Colombia. I've been here since I was a kid. I have been traveling to other countries, and I love, admire new cultures, and maybe probably in the future, if I don't mind to go to other places.
Would you be willing to have children?
I love kids, but this is something that I will choose when I have my husband. This is a conversation that I have to have with my partner so we can choose if we have kids or not. But I'm open to have.
Do you like to cook? What is your favorite food?
Yes, I love cooking. That's something I'm very good at. I normally cook Colombian food or Italian one because I love them.
Do you have pets?
Yes, I love dogs. Right now, I have only one dog. His name is Peter. He's Joseph Kopi. He has only 8 months. And yes, I love them. I probably can have more in the future, but who knows?
Where would you like to travel with your partner?
I would like to go to Switzerland or Japan because I admire and I love their culture. I've been reading about them and I saw a lot of videos on social medias or internet and they look so beautiful.
How would your ideal first date be?
I think the perfect date, I probably will say, in a restaurant with a beautiful view, with some flowers, with thoughtful presents, and with someone who makes me laugh.
What if you could meet more stunning women in one trip than in an entire year back home? On October 16th, Barranquilla becomes your ultimate destination for romance. 2 incredible nights of speed dating, face-to-face with dozens of gorgeous Colombian women, all ready to meet someone like you. No swiping, no waiting, just real conversations, real chemistry, and the chance to create something unforgettable. This isn't just another trip. It's an experience designed for men who know what they want and aren't afraid to go after it. Seats are limited. October 16th, Barranquilla, our Latin tour. One decision, a lifetime of possibilities.
Alright guys, welcome back to Phoenix from wonderful Barranquilla. So it was a great video. So if you guys don't know, you can write to the featured profile for free. So you can send a message to Gabriela or another girl that we're gonna have featured later on. So, say hi, introduce yourself, and who knows where it will take you to. And since we started talking about the tours, let me remind you that we have quite a few tours coming up for this way before the end of this year, and we do have a schedule for the next year out already. So if you haven't seen it, check it out. So we do have technically a Medellin tour that starts in a few days, but that's sold out, so too late. But we do have a Costa Rica tour, September 25th, so you still have 10 days to go to Costa Rica. Flights are cheap. Again, it's a few $100s, and you can go there and meet beautiful Costa Rican ladies. We'll also have a Davao tour, Philippines tour. I believe it's the last Filipino tour for this year, so that's your opportunity. Because the next one is going to be in January in Cebu. So the last tour of 2025 to Philippines. Don't wait. And of course, we have more Latin tours, which would be, as we just saw, Barranquilla, October 16th. We still have some spots left. And Peru starting actually on the same day. So choose whatever destination you like better. You can just sign up for that. All right, guys. And of course, to remind you, we do have a seminar in Los Angeles area coming up this weekend. John and Tanya and some other staff members gonna be there. Some guys that took the trips with us, so they can share their experiences. But I know it's actually pretty full, and I don't even know how we're gonna accommodate all the guys that are gonna come in. So make sure you RSVP, because if we need to get a bigger venue, we need to play. We need to do it. So make sure you RSVP so we count you in. All right, guys. So looking forward to seeing you in Los Angeles in 10 days, 5 days. So all right. So let's see what questions you have. Let's start answering that. Peru or Colombia? Don't know, can't decide. Well, both destinations are wonderful, so if you don't know where to go, I would suggest to just go to a search engine. There's an advanced search engine button on the left side of the website. You click on that, you enter, you select both countries, check mark both Peru and Colombia, and check mark all the boxes that's important for you, like age, English level, kids, no kids, and then just see the results, see where you find more ladies that you attracted to the most, because it's very individual, and to make a decision based on that. Again, both tours are great, staff is fantastic in both locations, ladies are very nice, so it's really just a matter of your personal preferences. Jean, when's the next FA meeting in Costa Rica? Well, that's coming up September 25th. So don't wait, sign up for that wonderful tour. Okay. Answer to poll question from Brickstone. I would show gratitude by being the best man I can be. That's great. Tom, thank you, Dina. Oh, by the way, I'm Anna, but you're welcome. How do you keep getting more beautiful? I'm sure Dina's getting more beautiful. I just saw her this weekend. I was hoping to move to Ukraine. I heard there are still places that are relatively safe and nice, and I was hoping to use Kiev Odessa. One second. Kiev Odessa tour to get to know the area and people. What advice do you have? Thank you so much for this wonderful webcasts. Well, it's a great idea if you can start with the tour. This way you get more support. You go to both places, Kiev and Odessa, see which one works for you better. Again, everybody has their own preferences, because I personally like Kiev better because, I don't know, it's bigger, there's more stuff to do. But a lot of people like Odessa better because it's on the sea, it's more relaxed, it's a totally different vibe, a little bit different people. So just experience both, see what you like. Of course, if you're thinking about staying in Ukraine for a long time, you can also explore other cities. A lot of guys choose Lviv, beautiful city and a border with Poland, Hungary, so it's so close to the border, western border. So it's a little bit more quiet there right now compared to the rest of Ukraine. And Kiev, generally compared to Odessa, Kiev was more quiet for the longest time. Although recently they also, had some drone and missile attacks there, sadly. But generally speaking, Kiev is supposed to be more protected because the government is there. But again, the drones hit the government building the other day, so who knows. But we're still not canceling the tour, so I'm still going to Ukraine in November myself, so that's still in place. Although I think we have only one spot left, if it's not even sold out yet, so we're gonna be taking that tour off the website shortly, because we have enough guys. Cannot take more, because the venue where we do socials can accommodate only so many ladies. So I don't want to take a bunch of guys and not enough ladies. So I want to make sure everybody has enough space, they have comfortable seating, so ladies can sit down, enjoy their time, can talk to you guys, have a glass of champagne and some food, and all of you have a good time there. Global International is asking, can women from Colombia travel to United States without issues? Well, as long as she has a valid visa, yes, she can come. It's a little bit challenging to get tourist visas for single ladies. It's not impossible. So some ladies do have that. But she would need to show proof that she has a great job, she makes a lot of money, and that she traveled to other countries and never overstayed any visas. So then the chances are, pretty high of getting visa. But if she has minimal pay job, never been out of her country, and once they ask her what's your reason of your trip, and she'll say, "Well, I'm gonna go to see this guy," so just not gonna give her a visa because they will not believe that she's not gonna marry this guy and overstay, and because tourist visa is a non-immigrant visa, and yeah. So no, I don't know if that answers your question, but it's still challenging to get tourist visas. But as long as she gets one, and also she's gonna get I-94, that's kind of like a stamp on her passport showing how many days she can stay in the country. So even though she, for example, has multi-entry visa for 10 years, it's still the immigration officer at the border will decide how long she can stay. So whether it's a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and she needs to leave the country before the end of the stamp. Keith, what would you say is the biggest hang up guys have that keeps them from being successful on those trips? Well, there's a lot, a lot of them where they start. Of course, I would say attitude is everything, really. So if you go there with attitude, I have to get, like, I have to find a wife. It's not a successful trip if I don't come with a bride. Right after this, I saved all my life for this trip, and that's it. I have to get married. It's probably not gonna be a successful trip for you because ladies will sense how stressed you are, about how tense you are, and it's a big turn off for them. They want to find the guy who's relaxed, with whom they're gonna have a good time and enjoy their dates, instead of just you sitting there stressing out about financial issues or timing. So there are, if you cannot, for example, afford a tour, then there are other ways to meet ladies. You can do individual dates. There are way more budget-friendly options. So just whatever works for you. Talk to us. We'll figure out, how you can achieve your goal. So that's one of the things. And of course, again, stay positive. Girls don't like the grumpy guys is sitting there during the meeting and just constantly complaining about their exes, about American women. It's just like, honestly, actually, I know a lot of you guys complain about American women, how horrible they are. But okay, I mean, whatever, it's your personal opinion, but you might not necessarily want to bring this negativity on, into your date with a new lady you're meeting from totally different country. It has nothing to do with your past experience. So again, just don't bring the whole negativity on the date. And of course, be gentleman on a date. A lady will, no matter what country you go, whatever city you go, a lady will always expect you to pay for her cab. Well, maybe except China. Okay, in China probably it's a little different. But anywhere else, make sure you pay for dinner, pay for cab, and be a gentleman because you're traveling to those destinations because you're looking for more traditional marriage. So be that traditional gentleman that takes care of his lady. Which doesn't mean you start buying her iPhones on the first date, nothing like that. But at least the basic needs, guys. Again, make sure to be a gentleman. And be nice to your interpreters and the staff, because ladies also can say it. You see, if you see in the meeting and you're being completely rude to your interpreter, she'll see it. She's not blind, and it's gonna be a big turn off, and you're not gonna get even a second date from this. Right? Let's see. Global International asking, who will pay for the visa for her? Who will help her with the application? Well, I mean, if you're talking about the tourist visa here, I mean, it's not that much money, even though they lately increased the fees, so it's still doable. So technically, it depends. If she's coming to spend time with you, it probably will be gentleman thing of you to pay those few $100s for her visa. Could be kind of nice of you. But if she's doing it on her own for her own reasons, like to come to see family, maybe she has some friends here, then it's more on her. So it really depends on the purpose of the visit. But if we're talking about K1 visa, yes, you're absolutely paying for the whole thing, so for all the fees. Let's see what else I have missed. 1 second, guys. A lot of questions, so thank you for that. It's always fun. Dean 35, South Carolina. Thank you, Anna. This is a great webcast. What are new travel logistics for Ukraine tour since we're unable to fly to Ukraine? Well, as you guys probably know, Ukraine has been no-fly zone for 3.5 years already. So you just fly to either Poland or Moldova. Actually, apparently, I was talking to our Kyiv staff the other day, and they mentioned there is a direct train from Budapest, Hungary as well. I was just looking at that. The only thing it goes on sale only within 20-day period, so you kind of have to buy tickets last moment. But I was checking if I was checking, for example, for tickets October 1st, and it's already on sale. And there's a direct train. It leaves like 7 p.m. and you get to Kiev 5 p.m. the following day. They even have one person sleeping compartments, like 130 euros. So sounds pretty good to me. So I'm personally considering that option for the November trip. But a lot of guys going to Warsaw and either taking the train. Also, a lot of guys like to take a Flixbus that goes from Warsaw Airport to Kyiv. So that's convenient as long as you don't mind bus rides. Cause, like me personally, I'm too old for that. I need to lay down for those 20 hours. My back is not gonna survive the bus ride. Bad enough I have to do all the 20 hours flying or so. So yeah, so options. And I've heard also there is a train from Vienna, but I have not checked that one out yet. So again, if you go into southern Ukraine like Odessa, then Moldova is the best option. You fly into Moldova and take either bus for about 4 hours ride, or if you want, we can send a private car to pick you up. It's $250 or $200, something like that. All right. Peter, do you think Ukrainian men resent foreigners coming to Kiev to date their women? No, they don't. They can't care less. There are so many women. It's like you're not stealing their women. There's so many of them, and actually, a lot of Ukrainian. When you go to a restaurant right now in Ukraine, you will notice there's not that many men sitting over there because a lot of guys are already at the war zone, and those guys that not at the war, a lot of them just hiding, staying in their homes because if they if they're supposed to serve in the military and they've been that the military police catch them, they're gonna ship them off to the war zone pretty much immediately. So a lot of them just stay at home. I had a friend who hadn't barely left the house in those 3 years. He just goes to a gym quickly and go back and not even going to going anywhere. So yeah, you'll notice that at the restaurant you'd be like 80% of women sitting there and barely any guys. Even at some point we had hard time finding transfers for guys. Like we normally had so many drivers that we usually work with to send to pick up guys at the train station, bus station, or airport back in the day. Last few tours it was even hard to find drivers. Lakota says, I'm off to Cebu in January. Oh, great. I'm sure you're gonna enjoy that a lot. Cebu is always great. Jean, answering Paul's question, I would learn her language. That is definitely great thing. If a lot of guys though do say like, oh, I'm gonna learn her language, but they learn 10 sentences and give up. That's usually where it ends. But if you actually can do it, I'm sure she'll really appreciate it. Corey says, my mother-in-law from Ukraine just recently got her tourist visa to come to the USA. And that is fantastic, it's not very common case because, it's still hard to get those. But again, it's fantastic that she can come and spend time with you guys and her grandkids, awesome. Okay, let's see what else we have. Tennis spot. I think the best way you can show appreciation is by flying to see her, not writing endlessly online. Well, it's not even showing appreciation, it's just doing a favor to yourself because, writing letters, it's all this virtual relationship. It's not real relationship. I have guys calling saying, yeah, my girlfriend, like, no. She's not your girlfriend. You never met her in person. You never hold her hand. You never kissed her. She's not your girlfriend. It's just someone with whom you correspond online. And hopefully you guys can take it to the next level. But also just don't write those endless letters. Some guys write for years, and Just don't do that. There is still ways to meet. There is no need to write a woman in Ukraine for 3 years and say, okay, well, I cannot meet her because of the war. Well, yes, you can. If two of you are that much into each other, you can find a way. You can meet at the border. You can. If you're not comfortable entering Ukraine, meet them. Meet on the Polish border somewhere. There are options. All right, Tim. Poll question. In the past, I have shown my appreciation by preparing a delicious dinner. Women seem to appreciate when a guy prepares a meal. Yes, that's absolutely universal. All women like it. That's a great way to do it. Sean, how many of these ladies show up just for a free meal? We're talking about dates. I mean, seriously, for free meal, they can afford buying their own lunches. They can afford that salad. But sitting on a date for 2 hours listening to incredible boring conversation so you can get some Caesar salad out of it, I don't know. They can spend their time much, much, much better. So. Dave's Kiev gave me vibes similar to large American cities. Odessa much more chill. Kherson was by far the best for street approaching. Yeah, but Kherson is really not an option for traveling right now. It's too complicated there, as you can imagine. Cody Kiev was a bad vibe for me. Odessa is nice. Nikolaev by far was the best. Well, also Nikolaev is also kind of out of questions for us too. We had to close down the office there, but we still have offices in Kiev and Odessa, and that's everybody is different. Everybody has different preferences. That's what I'm saying. Some people like Odessa more than Kiev, and vice versa. It just depends on your personality and what you like. There is no right or wrong answer here. Dean, Paul answer. Do women feel appreciated when you play songs for them on the guitar? As long as you play it nicely, as long as you know more than 3 chords. If so, then that's what I do. How much do staff read our letters to women? Well, they translate it. So not only read it, they translate it. That's their job. That's what you're paying for. Does it affect the staff's opinion of us? Well, it's not like, so it's interpreters really helping with those letters. It's usually not the staff you're going to be working with when you travel to destination. So, for example, you're writing the girl in Kiev. It doesn't mean Helen in Kiev office sitting, reading every single message because there are thousands and thousands and thousands of them. She'll never sleep if she'll try to translate everybody's messages. So we have special staff for that. So that's why when you work with, with the staff member on the ground, they never seen your correspondence really. Unless you want them to look into it, then they can go and check it out. But other than that, they're not aware of content. Steve, Paul answer. Care for her, pay attention to her, take her seriously, be honest, don't give empty words, behave well, etc. Perfect answer, exactly. Every woman would really, really appreciate all of that. Joe, flying into war zone, flying through flag, crossing enemy lines, crawling under barbed wire, all for women. You guys should get a medal. Well, it doesn't take that much to get to Ukraine, but it's a little bit more complicated now, but it's not as difficult. John, my fear is that I go on a tour and none of women will find me attractive because of how I look or my weight. So I'm sure there are going to be a lot of ladies that will find you very interesting and very attractive. But you probably need to work on your self-esteem a little bit more because women can sense it, and they do want a man who's not overly confident to the point that he's cocky. They don't want that either. But just healthy self-esteem probably gonna be good. And you can prepare for the trip. You can get a nice haircut, get nice clothes. We have the lady here in Phoenix. Marina, that's Joe's wife. Actually, she is a stylist, and she can talk to her. She can help you pick out. She can do virtual shopping with you and help you pick out clothes that fits your body type, and you're gonna be looking very nice. So good clothes can really, really, really help. So you can always call the front desk, and they'll help you get in touch with Marina. So when you're ready to go, you get a whole new wardrobe. Lisa's, Anna, would you be at the LA seminar this weekend? I don't think so. I'll see if something changes. I wasn't planning it, but the night is young. So guys, as I was telling you earlier, we have so much really cool video footage for you, and we're probably gonna play it for you right now. I have videos of Irene from our China office, so she can share some really good information, and of course Costa Rica video. So those of you guys that contemplating about going to a Costa Rica tour in 10 days, watch out for that one. And another one would be Filipino street interview. Would you date a foreigner? So 3 really cool videos. So let's go to them and then get back to your questions.
So today we would like to talk about why Chinese women they are more prefer to marry with a foreign man. We do think the first because Western men they are more respect the relationship. Chinese men they are more strong in this relationship. They think they can decide everything, and they want in charge of the ladies' style or even the lifestyle, how to treat the families, everything. And second is about the Western men. They are more open men. They are more romantic, and Chinese men they are more maybe traditional or more close. So they don't know how to express their emotion, and they don't know how to be gentlemen to care about the ladies. And number 3 is about now more and more leftover women or old age women or the divorced women, they want more respected. And also divorced women, they have their own child. So if they take their own child to marry with some Chinese men, then the Chinese stepfather maybe treat their own kids very different with the woman who bring the parents' kids. They think which is their own kids, another one is not. But in our mind, the Western men, they will treat all the children same, no matter it's their own children or others' step kids. So next reason is about most of the Chinese women, they think if you live in Western country, the man maybe have a better economic and more enjoy the life. Many Chinese women, after married, they use their energy, their time, focus on the family, cleaning, cooking, every day take care of the parents-in-law, the kids. They don't have the time to enjoy the life, or they cannot get the enough respect from the husband. But the foreign men, they are different. They are really care about the woman's feeling, the woman's thinking, and also they probably will have their own life. In China, all the women, they need, maybe not all, but most of them, they need stay with the parents-in-law. Live together and take care of them, also take care of the children. And in China, their children, even they are over 18 years, they still live with the parents. So it's a different life. And the last reason is about the divorced woman and the old age woman. They are not so respected from the social judgments. Many people, they will point them. They will say, oh, you are already this age, or you divorced 1 time or 2 times. They think you are not a good woman, or probably you have some reasons, or have some disadvantage. But in other countries, this maybe not happens.
Women in my country, it's a little more difficult to talk to them, Women in Costa Rica are more approachable. Costa Rican women, they're very beautiful, they're very passionate, they're easy to talk to. The best thing about the social is you get an opportunity to meet people face to face, talk to them one-on-one, and then you get the opportunity to see them outside the social. Like I said, a lot of dating sites, you just talk to people constantly. This site, you actually have the opportunity to come here and meet somebody face to face and see if you have a connection with somebody.
This is the most fun I've had in Costa Rica. There's beautiful women everywhere, granted, but these are some real genuinely beautiful. They all like to work out, so it's all qualities that I appreciate, and these women fit those qualities. The Costa Rican women really appreciate smaller things in life. I mean, of course, family is important with most cultures, but especially important with the Costa Rican women. Intelligent, beautiful, what else could you ask for?
They really want to get to know you and find out more about who we are so we can maybe, have a connection.
Me encantaría estar con una persona estable, honrada, respetuosa y que lo primero para él sea la familia. Eso sería.
¿Qué te atrae de los hombres extranjeros?
El calor afectivo es completamente diferente a lo que nosotras las latinas tenemos, entonces creo que somos diferentes.
They are warm, they really want to meet somebody to take care of them and to grow with them, and I think more men need to come here. In North America and Canada and whatever, everybody's striving for materialism and for everything. And what has left, love has left. And coming here has really fulfilled in my life.
Soy comerciante hace 6 años, lo disfruto muy amenamente y es una grada, una escalera para progresar y ser alguien en un futuro o llegar a ser algo más en mi vida.
¿Qué valores consideras importantes en una pareja, en una relación a largo plazo?
La lealtad, la responsabilidad, la amabilidad y ante todo el respeto.
Me inscribí en la agencia más que todo por recomendación de mi jefa del trabajo, que ya ha venido acá, ¿verdad?, muchas veces. Y pues en este caso porque también siento que pues ya buscamos una estabilidad, ¿verdad? Buscamos lo que sería pues una manera ya un poquito más estable de vivir, ¿verdad? De convivir y siento que tal vez por eso fue que me inscribí más que todo.
Hi everyone, this is Angel. Today we hit the streets of Cebu City to ask Pinays one simple but hot topic question. Would you date a foreigner?
Yes, if fate would do, why would I deny, or why would I not accept it?
No. Even if he looks so hot like Chris Evans, or even if you have a K-drama crush?
No. Actually, I'm already married with a foreign man, but we separated. And now I'm dating with someone. No.
Could you please tell us why?
I think it's more of a cultural thing and medyo layer siya personality than.
Well, yeah, I'll prefer American.
No, because I have a boyfriend and I see my future with him, so probably no.
What kind of foreign man are you talking about? Do you prefer American, British, Japanese?
I would like to have maybe British because I plan to go abroad and go to Europe in Europe particularly.
What's the biggest turn off about dating a foreigner for you?
Different culture kay kaan man lahi ta kultura nya what if dili siya ganahan, especially nga sa probinsya sad ko nagdako.
What made you attracted to foreign men?
I think it's the way they think and also their heart.
For you, what is the biggest turn off for dating foreign men?
To be honest, wala gyud siya specific turn off. Maybe it's not just my type.
What do you like about American men? Is it the accent, the attitude, their physical appearance?
Well, for me, it's the attitude and also they're actually romantic. That's why I really like America.
Filipino, we are known for having a pure intention, and I think that's what makes us special because we are intentional sa atong mga actions and we love hard, of course, you know.
Very insightful answer. Have you ever dated or talked to a foreign man before, online or even personal?
I have tried many times, but kanang dili gid siya para sa kuaguro, pero I really want to have a foreign man jud kay rag mo gid na akong like pangandoy siya. Kay gusto ko na kanang rag half akong anak ba rag rehan ng mga katriyo na but kanang nag-try ko before nga pero hindi man fail din taga inagna ko yung istorya ka ng mga bastos bitaw niya rag install ko din uninstall na pod dayon kanang nagma-motivate na go install na po niya karon rag nag-focus ko sa akong study but later on nagkuan jud ko nga sana foreign man.
What would it take for you to say yes to a foreign man?
Karon ma'am kay si Koanra si Yoongi si Yoongi from BTS.
Okay, so just your Korean idol. Have you dated Filipino men before?
Yeah, twice.
Could you please, can you compare the difference between foreign men and Filipino men?
The Filipino men are, not all, but some of them are like immature and they're like playful. And while the foreign men, they are like more mature based on my experience.
Have you ever dated a Filipino man before?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, but that was like 8 years ago when I was like 19 and I'm 26 now.
Can you compare the difference between a Filipino man and a foreign man?
Maybe they're the same, but he's more mature. Yeah.
Well, actually, the difference of the two of them, which is a foreigner, since I have been in a relationship of foreigner before. The foreigner is actually independent, and also they are really responsible and also romantic. And that is the difference that I can see that I didn't experience to a Filipino man.
What would it take for you to say yes to a foreign man?
I'm not really seeing myself dating a foreign man. Pero siguro if mag-match mo energy or character, maybe. I'm not closing any doors na.
What is your age preference?
Maybe I'm 26 now, maybe 30 or 32, 31 yeah.
A foreigner wants to move to the Philippines for you, would that be okay? Would you take that sweet or would you be scared?
Well, for me, it sounds sweet. Kay willing to siya ma-relocate siya sa akong country. But at the same time, it's scary because I never been in a bonded marriage before. But yeah, I found it sweet.
If your future husband is watching right now, what would you want to say to him?
Hi, kanang unta. How future husband kay mo ang uyab karon.
Hi, babe. Say what you are, and I'm here to support you whatever you're doing, and I love you.
Just stay put there. We will meet someday, and you don't need to worry about me because I will be a secure woman and I will be a independent, and at the same time I will be submissive to you, and I love and I care too much to the one that I love.
Hi, waiting, pero hopefully ang partner right now, ang future husband.
If my future husband is watching right now, all I can say is, yeah, be happy right now, and you will be more happy when I came into your life.
Hi, Zed, my future husband. If you're gonna watch this, I wanna say I'm always, praying that we'll make it through forever. I hope you know my parents are really proud to have you as my boyfriend and future husband.
And there you have it, real talk from real Pinays. Whether it's love, culture, or something deeper, everyone's got their own story. Don't forget to like, share, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Would you date a foreigner? Let's talk about it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Are you ready to meet your future wife in Lima, Peru? Hundreds of singles have connected through genuine and meaningful experiences. Meet kind, smart, and loving women who value family and real connection. Take the first step towards something real. Join us in Lima, Peru this October 16. Your love story begins here.
All right, guys, so much good information. And let's get back to your questions. I got a few more. The Observe channel poll question. What would I do for her? I would do what I could to get her out of Ukraine until passport is approved. I'm assuming we're talking about visa being approved because I'm assuming both of you would have passports already. So if we're talking about K1 visa, yeah, it takes about a year nowadays to be approved. So it's a little bit longer compared how it used to be. So I guess you probably want to start, this, don't delay the visa too much and start the process, as soon as two of you are ready. And Dean, how has America's diplomatic failures affected Ukraine's views of Americans and American men? Have they changed their good opinion of us? Well, Ukrainians know the government and people are like totally different, totally different things. So, the U.S. foreign policy has really nothing to do with American people. So whether they approve it, not approve it, so opinion of Ukrainian people has not changed about Americans. Brickstone, wear a suit to the social. Well, generally, it's a good idea. Just depends on the social, like depending on what country, right? If you're going to be trying to wear a suit in a Filipino or Colombian social, it's not impossible, but it's going to be a little hot and humid, and you might not be too, too comfortable in it. So just check the weather. But yeah, if you're doing like Kiev November tour, yeah, it'll be great. Women always like man that's dressed nice, look good, so yeah, and as long as you're comfortable in the suit, also it's how you feel in it. If you never ever wear a suit, not on a daily basis, but not on a yearly basis, then you're probably just gonna feel a little awkward in it, and you're gonna give awkward vibes to those women. So if just don't do that, then just wear a nice dress shirt, maybe a good pair of jeans, not the cheap ones from Walmart that has all the you've been wearing for 2 years that has all the stains and ripped in a couple of spots. No, just so nice, good quality jeans, nice dress shirts, as long as it makes you more comfortable. John, I noticed there are women from Ukraine on the site who are currently living in America. I imagine Ukrainian women have no problem dating in America. Why do they still need to use AFA if they're already in America? Well, we don't have too many profiles of those ladies. Yeah, we had some that relocated and we put them on. And usually we actually, I'm not big fan of this concept that we have the ladies that's already in the country on the website. Because, I arrange those introductions. I just usually doesn't, it's not very often leads to relationship. Guys thinking it's a shortcut. Oh, okay, I'm gonna meet someone who's already here, so I don't have to jump through all the hoops and travel to, to a foreign country and just do this. But, in reality, yes, usually that doesn't go to, what you guys expect. Especially, it's bad when you're traveling to another state to meet this one lady. And so imagine you live in New York and you're flying all the way to LA to go out on a date with this woman, and after correspondence and maybe some video calls, but there's no connection, there's something else that doesn't go right, and you spend pretty much almost the same amount of money as you would you spend on going to Costa Rica or Colombia. But there you'd go, you would meet hundreds of women, and there's excellent chance that it will go well, rather than spend all this time and money on one individual date. It's just because it's always a numbers game. But as far as ladies' attitude, maybe it's a little bit a little bit different attitude, and they are very popular on the local dating websites as well. So it's not like they exclusively only going on the dates from AFAs. They're also, I'm sure you can find them on all other local dating apps. So yeah, but again, it's up to you. If you definitely want to go out with a lady that's in your city, go for it. But but I would still recommend to consider other options and actually travel out of country. It's gonna be a little bit of work, but the result probably gonna be much better. John, my second fear is that due to lack of experience in dating and relationship, I'll be oblivious to any red flags that would arise with the wrong person. Well, that's why you have our staff. So when you're on a tour, you have our whole crew there. You can always talk to them, and I can ask them, "Hey, the cultural difference, or just something? Maybe I'm missing something," and get a feedback from your interpreters. And at the end of the day, they'll share you. They'll tell you like, "Hey, they've been through this. I've seen so many dates. They can tell you, okay, this woman, likes you as a friend, but she's not really, into you as a man." So, and you just, okay, no feelings hurt. You go, go out on a date with somebody else. That's what you're there for. Go on so many dates until you find the right person with whom you have the mutual connection, so with whom you fall in love. So again, maybe sometimes it takes one or two or three trips, whatever it is, until you find the right one. So try not to fall in love with the first lady that's just nice to you, because people, women are nice, so don't take their friendliness sometimes for the for that type of interest that you're expecting. So they might like you as a friend, but not like as a potential husband. So again, talk to your interpreters. They will help you to tell the difference between those two. Steve, AFA is more reliable because of kind of service they provide, and also because it's an American company. Yes, guys, we've been in business for about 30 years, thousands of marriages in those 30 years, and you can always call us here in the office. So we're not located in Cyprus. You go to those websites, there's not even a phone number. You can't call them. All you can do is just contact us page, and we send a request, and it says you'll receive a reply within 7 to 10 business days. Here you can always pick up a phone and just call us if there's an issue, whatever it is. If you have some concerns, we're here Monday through Friday, every standard business hours. So by the way, it's not a call center where you call 24/7. No, so sometimes guys get frustrated and say, "Oh, I call, I never can get a hold of anyone." Because we'll close at 5, we'll go home, we have lives. So try to call within business hours, and we would be happy to help. And also can email to us at any time, whatever works for you. Because if you live in different country, different time zone, emails work perfectly. And we do have chat support too. So if you have very general questions, you can always do the chat support on the website. There's a whole crew that's doing it, so you can always use that. Well, let's see if I have any more questions. I think that might be the last one. All right. Well, guys, thank you for watching tonight. Thank you for sending your question. It was awesome as usual. Looking forward to seeing you next week. Thank you for watching.
What if you could meet more stunning women in one trip than in an entire year back home? On October 16th, Barranquilla becomes your ultimate destination for romance. 2 incredible nights of speed dating, face-to-face with dozens of gorgeous Colombian women, all ready to meet someone like you. No swiping, no waiting, just real conversations, real chemistry.